Hey guys, it's that Dividend guy coming at you with another stock market news update. So we're going over the latest moves of Warren Buffett. I've already covered the Apple sale. I covered M&T Bank, which is one of the banks that he was very bullish on for a long time. Now we're reaching Barrick Gold, which this is the one that really caught headlines last quarter when he bought it because he's been so against gold, but Barrick Gold is actually a gold miner, so it's a little bit different. But he reduced his stake by a pretty big amount here. So he sold 42% of his position from Q2, but he still has a value of the stake of about, or he still has a value of about 337 million shares. So Warren Buffett is the furthest thing from a gold bug. It doesn't do anything but sit there and look at you. He's been known to say, but holding gold as an asset class isn't the same as investing in a gold miner such as Barrick Gold, ticker symbol GOLD. Buffett first bought gold in Q2, which was seemingly out of character. But there's a difference between owning gold and owning gold. True mining stocks are sensitive to the price of whatever commodity they're digging out of the ground, but at least they produce something cash flow. In the case of Barrick, it even pays a small dividend. Nevertheless, Buffett curbed Berkshire B's holding by more than 40% just a quarter after entering. Their remaining position accounts for just 0.15% of the portfolio, making it a negligible Berkshire holding. This is, of course, very seemingly out of character for Buffett because, as it even quoted, he goes against gold in nearly any interview I've ever seen it be brought up. He bashes it right away. Keep in mind, though, a lot of the moves that are happening aren't even Buffett anymore. They are his, I think they're named Ted and Todd. They are the ones that are pretty much running most of the moves, but they always, of course, run them by Buffett, I'm sure. But if there's anything like not normal for Buffett, I generally think it's them instead of him. It is easy to just think, oh, every Berkshire move is Buffett, but usually it's not. I don't think that this was a Buffett move. I think this was one of his other advisors. Maybe they thought that gold was going to spike. Maybe they thought this stock in particular was undervalued, and they could rake in a dividend while they waited for gold to spike. Maybe they got the profit that they wanted. It sounds like it was a short-term play, which again is not a Buffett, generally a Buffett goal or a Buffett strategy. Normally, he buys undervalued companies and holds them for decades, rakes in the dividends, and just lets the price appreciate, like what he did with Coca-Cola. Even American Express was the same thing. He bought it near bankruptcy, and he kind of brought it back, supported it, and now it's paid him dividends for decades. Um, the only reason I could see him doing this, like this move in particular, would be he thought gold was going to go up. Maybe he saw Barrick Gold as a good way to get exposure and make gold work for him, as in get the dividend, and he thought that there was going to be a spike in gold. Maybe one of his advisors thought that Barrick Gold or gold prices were going to spike, and maybe they got that profit because from the looks of it, they sold out of half of the position, and maybe they got the short term gain they were looking for. I'm not quite sure, but the reason I don't think that this trade in particular was Buffett is because, just like the article said, it doesn't do anything for you but sit there and look at you. So it's uncharacteristic of the Oracle of Omaha. That's why I think it was either Ted or Todd, his other financial managers. So let me know, guys, what you think about gold. Do you think it's a safe haven? Do you think it's a waste of money? Do you guys think this was Buffett? I honestly think it was his subordinates. Or his underlings. But let me know, guys. Do you think Buffett will buy gold again in the near future or sometime in the near future? I think it's an uncharacteristic holding for Berkshire as a whole, but it was interesting to see how many people covered it on YouTube and all the outlets covered it when he bought gold. But again, he bought a miner, so it's a little different. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys think he's going to hold this long term? Do you think he's going to his remaining stake? I mean, do you think he's just going to sell it out in the next quarter? It is interesting to me that he didn't sell out of all of it. That Berkshire didn't sell out of all of it. They sold 42% of the stake, but they still own 48%. So more than half of the position is still there. So I'm interested to see what comes of this holding. As you guys saw, it's like 0.015% of the portfolio, so it's obviously not something he's bullish on. Maybe, like I said, I think the only way that I could see him doing this is he thought gold might have he might have thought gold was going to spike, and they got the money out that they wanted. And I'm assuming, I'm gonna guess, that we'll probably see him sell this the next time gold spikes. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stock market news update. Take care, guys.